In this video, we're going to continue our series on Python object types with dictionaries. Let's jump in. Another type of container in Python is the dictionary, which organizes its elements in key value pairs. Let's take a look at the syntax. Dictionaries are delimited by curly brackets like you see here. Keys precede values and are separated from values with a colon, and then key value pairs, which are called items, are separated from each other with a comma. Each one of these pairs is an item. It's separated from the other items by a comma. And then the first element in each item is a key, and the second is a value. Each item contains one key and one value, and they're separated from each other by a colon. In syntactic terms, this thing I've written right here is a dictionary display. When I execute this cell, I get a dictionary display as an output, and then the type function tells me that the type of this object is a dictionary. To make your code easier to read, you can split dictionary displays across multiple lines like I've done here. This is exactly the same as this except for its formatting. It's functionally identical. I have put each item on its own line, and then I put this last curly bracket on its own line too. This is a conventional format for writing dictionary displays, and the interpreter ignores spaces, new lines, and indents. So I could put a bunch of indents on the second line and execute this cell, and I'll define my dictionary just the same, although that's not a good practice. Normally, you would see a dictionary formatted like this. Any object can serve as a value in a dictionary. However, dictionary keys must be hashable objects. The definition of a hashable object is complicated, so suffice to say that numeric types and strings are hashable, but lists and dictionaries are not. Most of the time, I'm going to use a string as my key. Sometimes I use integers. 99% of the time, that's what I'm using. Although you can also use floats and booleans if you want to. It's perfectly fine to put any kind of object as a value in a dictionary. Here I have a list. I even have another dictionary inside of this dictionary. I can execute this cell and I have no problems. However, if I try to put an unhashable object like a list as a key in a dictionary, then the interpreter raises a type error telling me that I've used an unhashable type as one of my keys. Like with list elements, you can access dictionary values through subscription, which syntactically is identical to list subscription, except that instead of writing an index, we write the key of the value that we want to access. If I execute this cell, then a subscription containing the key 2 will give me the value associated with that key, the integer 2. Using an invalid key in a dictionary subscription will cause the interpreter to raise a key error like this. A dictionary subscription can contain an expression that evaluates to a valid key. So here I'm concatenating the strings O, N, and E to create 1, which is one of the keys in my dictionary and returns me the value associated with that key. This could also be an expression between integers if you have integers as your keys in your dictionary. Like with lists, you can replace a previously defined value by targeting the associated key in an assignment statement. This is almost identical to what you do with lists. The only difference is that rather than using an index, you use the key associated with the value that you want to change. So previously, I had the integer 1 associated with the string 1. Now I'm changing that to a float. So when I execute this, I see that my value has been updated. Unlike with lists, I can create a new item in a dictionary by targeting a new key in an assignment statement. Here I've written an assignment statement. This is a dictionary subscription with a key that is currently not in my dictionary. We see all of my keys are right here. I have 1, 2, and 3. I don't have 4. If I target the key 4 in an assignment statement, it will add a new item to my dictionary. You can't do that with a list. You can do it with dictionaries. If you want to delete an item, you can use the delete keyword like this. First the delete keyword, then a subscription with the key of the item that you want to delete. If I execute this, I see that my dictionary no longer has 1 inside. Like with lists, the length function will return the number of items in a dictionary. I have 3. And the in keyword will test for membership among the dictionary's keys. If I ask the interpreter if 2 is in my example dictionary, it will tell me true. Yes, that is located in the example dictionary's keys. You can merge two dictionaries using the vertical line or pipe operator. And if two keys match, the value of the first dictionary will be overwritten by the value in the second dictionary. So we've created example dictionary. It now has 3 items, 2, 3, and 4. And each of the values in this dictionary is an integer. Down here, we're creating another example dictionary containing 4, 5, and 6. 4 is a common key, but the value is different. In the second example dictionary, the value of 4 is a float, whereas in the first example dictionary, the value of 4 is an integer. So once we merge example dictionary with another example dictionary using the pipe operator, we'll see that we have all of the keys in both of the dictionaries, and the value in the second dictionary has overwritten the value in the first. We have a float instead of an integer. Thanks for watching PyFi's video on dictionary objects in Python. If you liked it, please give the video a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.